Hey buddy, welcome to Wednesday. Today is April 30th, 2025, and I'm Michelle with YesMichelle Crochets. Please allow me first to say welcome and hello to my returning viewers, my returning subscribers, and my returning lurkers, and a very special welcome and hello to my new viewers, my new subscribers, and my new lurkers. I appreciate having each and every one of you here with me today, and I thank you for your time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a bit of a routine to my videos. I like to start out with a quote of the day. I think it sets the tone for the video. I know it sets the tone for my day. From there, we're going to discuss what's in my cup, the weather outside. I'll give you a few quick announcements, and then I will have a very important conversation with a very special friend. From there, I will go right into the topic of the day, and once I'm done talking, and yes, I'll admit, I do talk a lot, I will give you a screen card. That screen card will detail what you'll see me crocheting in the next part of the video. And that, of course, will be accompanied with really great music. So if you're not a crochet artist, that's no reason to turn the video off. You're free to do what you like to do. Whether you knit, diamond dart, maybe you draw, maybe you have a project you need to work on, and you don't mind having a little extra company. Please allow me to be just that. Maybe you're enjoying the music and you just need a break. This is a perfect time for that. Now, of course, once I'm done crocheting, I'm going to give you another screen card. That screen card is going to show you the quote of the day again. And then I'm going to give you a celebration of my members and the end screen. And that end screen is going to say to you, thank you for being here, of course, because I do thank you. But it's going to remind you to hit like if you haven't already done so. Please hit that subscribe button and tickle that bell notification. It's also going to ask you, as I am asking you now, please share this video, because by you sharing this video with me in my growing season, it allows me to be seen by people that I may not already know, giving me the opportunity for another potential subscriber. I really am in my growing season and could really use your help. So with all of that, I'm also going to ask you to watch either a playlist or another video that will also be seen in the end screen. But rather than worry about the end, let's get started with the quote of the day. Today's quote is by Argonne, and it says, always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. And that is, without a doubt, a fact. Point blank. If you sow kindness and love and support and encouragement today, you will reap that later. I've seen it just in my journey here on YouTube. I've always tried to make this a space, a channel for positivity and love. And on the times that I haven't been feeling the best or life lifed, you guys have shown up and shown through with your love, your kindness, your reminders to me to do things to take care of me when I've had to not post a video or not do a live for whatever reason. You guys are always there to say, Michelle, that is totally okay, and continue doing what you do. So I will say, you will harvest what you sow today. So be good, be kind, and be productive, because you're going to reap the rewards later. Now, on to coffee talk. My coffee today is here, and it is pretty full because I haven't had a lot to drink. Been note taking. But the coffee is delicious. Of course, it is my protein-based coffee, where I've taken the 2 scoops of my Javvy protein and tossed it into my blender with the Quest salted caramel protein and blended that together and mixed it with my cold brew coffee. You talk about a beautiful start to a wonderful day. The protein coffee definitely does that for me. So it is my encouragement to you that if you need protein or you need to be cognizant of your protein, Javvy coffee has exactly what you're looking for. So you might want to check them out. I'll tell you more about that in a second. The weather. The weather this morning isn't bad at all. I mean, it's 55 degrees. I cannot complain about that. I do still remember waking up and seeing teens and single digit weather. So this is not a complaint. It is also the low for the day. And we're expecting a high of 71, a nearly picture perfect day. So I'm well pleased with the weather. And on to announcements. My announcements today are as they are most every day. Happy birthday or happy anniversary if today is your special day. I sincerely appreciate having you here with me on your special day because it makes me feel pretty special too. So for that, I thank you. And I also need to say, hey there to my best buds, and greetings and salutations to the royal court. Now, please take note that either just below the description box in the comments section, or if this is a premiere video, in the live chat, there is a pinned comment. That pinned comment is my personal invitation to you, if you're not already a member of my channel, to please join us. We would love to have you. Some of the benefits and perks, of course, is the exclusive members only videos and post comments that I make. But for my upper tier member, the Royal Courts, we have a Zoom now every Saturday, and I'm telling you, this is the place to be. The other side of that coin, of course, is not only do we have that face-to-face exchange of conversation and information, their membership has its privileges. I'm not going to go into all the details, but as you'll notice, whether you look at the comment section or you're looking at a chat situation, my members' names are in a different color, and each one of them has a medal or a badge that lets you know just how long they've been a supporter of the channel. They have allowed me, of course, to be able to upgrade my equipment, to be able to afford having music in the crochet component of the videos, and to really be able to take care of some of the business that is YouTube. Because if you think this happens for free, it does not. Whether I'm paying for the internet, I'm paying for Zoom, or I'm paying for whatever, these things have a cost. And I appreciate the fact that my members show up and support me in the ways that they do. And this is the benefit. So for that, I say thank you to each and every one of them. And I invite you to join in the benefits as well. So, with all of that said, I also need to say, don't forget to check out my stand store. Yes, I'm looking down. Your girl makes notes. It's not even 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm still waking up mentally. But I want you to do me a favor and check out my stand store, because as many of you know, I did a whole series on Terminology Tuesday where I demystified many of the abbreviations we see in the crochet community in patterns. So I created a glossary that you can download and access. But there's some other wonderful things there that I'd love for you to be able to see and get access to, including if you are a new or emerging content creator and you need a little help of how to do the things you need to do, then that's the place to check it out, because we can do one-to-one coaching sessions that I would love to support you in your growth journey and help you smooth out some of the hiccups that I unfortunately still have bruises from in my growth journey, and I'd like to help you not hit those roadblocks. So there is that, and there's a lot more coming. I am behind the scenes diligently working on digital download courses and workbooks to help everyone, whether you're in the crochet community or you're in another niche altogether. The reason that I do the things that I do is because I love to teach. I love to share the information that I learn, and I want you to have access to it. So there's that. Check out the stand store. And you'll learn a lot more about me just by going there. I promise you will. And I also want to take this moment to stop and slow down and have an important conversation with a very special friend. This special friend is someone who may not be having the best of times right now and needs a little extra love, support, and encouragement. So please forgive me as I do that. And to our special friend, hey there, how are you today? I really hope the answer is okay, but I recognize that it may not be. Most likely it isn't, simply by the fact that this conversation is for you. But you know I've been there. I know I've been there. I will tell you this. The things that help me most in that moment is remembering some basic steps. You need to eat. You need to drink your water. And if meds are appropriate, you need to take your meds. All of those things are things you know. What you may forget is that you are loved. You are needed, but mostly loved. I love you. I don't know you personally, most likely, and that's okay. I love you simply because you exist. We don't hear enough, and sometimes not from the right people, that we're loved. And I'm just a person on the internet. You don't know me from a can of paint, but I exist, and the fact that you exist makes the world better for me. Now, I'm going to tell you what you still know but need to do. You need to have real conversations with real people in your life, be it a friend or a family member, maybe a neighbor, or a trusted person of faith. Whomever you select to share your situation with is someone that will help you, whether it's just letting you voice what's going on in your head and give an order to the way you need to move, or they can tell you, hey, you're totally off base with the way you're looking at that. It's actually this way. Maybe they're going to tell you, this is bigger than us and you need professional help, be it a doctor, in the mental health realm or the physical realm. Sometimes saying I'm not okay and I need some more help is appropriate, but whatever you do, reach out for the help if you need it. In the meantime, and the between time, I'm going to tell you just to sit back and relax for a bit. Take it easy, but do what I ask. Eat, drink your water, and take your meds if they're appropriate. Know that I love you, and I'm here for you, as much as one can be on the internet. Of course, if you choose to send me a comment, remember that it's public. If you choose to send me an email, please give me time and grace. I'm a busy person, but never too busy to stop and pay attention. Just give me time to reply. So, that is that. And guys, thank you for being patient with me while I have that very important conversation with our very special friend. And the reason that conversation is important to me is because all of my community is important to me. But it also reminds me that I need to eat. I need to drink my water. And of course, I need to take my meds. I have done one of those things. I've taken my meds. Have not had any water today. I will once I'm done filming. And of course I will eat, but probably not till almost time for this video to premiere at 1:15 this afternoon. But I'll get it done. That I promise you. Now, for those of you who know or read the description and the title, today is Whip Work Wednesday. And I love our Whip Work Wednesday. This is where I take a moment to spend a little time being, I guess you could say, accountable with you about the projects that you see me either filming myself doing or things I'm working on behind the scenes that you may not see on film. But it's all fun, and I enjoy sharing this opportunity to let you know what I'm doing and what I'm hooking on. So let's start with the dishcloth. For those of you who don't know, I have a hashtag, Restash2025, where I am choosing to make at least one dishcloth a week. in order to have a stash of dishcloths at the end of the year. I give away a lot of dishcloths and washcloths that are gifts at the end of the year, and I detest having to stop a project I'm excited about because I have to make 12 or 15 or 20 or how many ever dishcloths. And dishcloths can take a minute depending on the intricacy of the pattern. So I like simplicity. Let's start there. I do love a simply beautiful thing. This is this week's dishcloth. It is done and dusted. Kind of has an open pattern way to it. I like that because it will give me the opportunity, or whomever receives it, the opportunity to clean their dishes while simultaneously letting the bubbles get through. Of course, it's cotton, so that means that it's going to be easy to rinse, easy to hang, easy to care for, and it's not going to be fiddly. Sometimes things like acrylic or other fun fabrics are not so activity friendly like dishcloths will be. So that is that, done and dusted on the dishcloth. Now, for those of you who remember Sunny's sweater, I haven't touched it. I haven't touched it because I've had a lot of other things on the hook, and there's a lot going on. So my hook is slowed down. You see me crocheting, but I don't get to spend as much time with my hook in hand as I'd like to. So that is one of the things that is sitting on the side. The willow square top is, the squares are done. The top is not assembled. That will probably, if I have time, work together this weekend, and then I still have to do the neck part of it and then a trim on it, and then it'll be done. And if I get the chance, I'll take a picture of it. Though I have been notified by a very dear friend that she loves that top as it is, just in squares. And I'm like, well, you realize it's going to be, a long sleeve flowy top. And she goes, will you make me one? And I said, no, but I will give you this one. And she was like, I would love that. I think she's the perfect person for it, and I'm excited that she gets to use it and wear it and love it. So I have to finish it because it's not mine anymore. Then, of course, I am also working on another Timber Trails blanket. That blanket, of course, will be donated to charity, but I love that pattern. It is, of course, by Juan the Yarn Addict under his JTYA profile. And if you haven't tried that pattern, let me tell you, it works up very, very quickly and is extremely beautiful. So I have to give a shout out and a thank you to Juan the Yarn Addict for that pattern, because it is definitely helping me get things that I want to do done for the charity organization that I support. And there are other charities I donate to, but my primary one is My Life in a Bag. They mean a lot to me, and I will have to remember to put in the description box, aka the show notes, more information about that organization. I will probably post a link to their website so you can check out more about them. And if you're interested, then send some of the things that they're needing to them. Or if that's not feasible because of postage, by all means, look into charity organizations in your area and support them. I mean, my goodness, we're always hooking, most of us. And if we are, then what are we doing with these things? Yes, we make things for ourselves, but sometimes you just want to try something fun that you have no use for. So a charity organization would love to benefit from your kind and generous donations. And that concludes my update. Sorry about that. My update for all of the things that have been on my hook as of late. There, of course, are things behind the scenes that I'm never going to talk about on my channel, simply because they're not things that I want to share. We all have secrets, and I'm entitled to mine. But before I scoot out of here and give you that music and that crochet time, what I also want to say to you is tonight, of course, being Wednesday, we are going live. And I am going live with the focus to talk about gear talk. You see, one of the beauties of having an opportunity to come live with you, I get to talk to you guys about the business and the mechanics of YouTube. And this particular live will be focusing on what are the devices that I use to produce my videos, to film my videos, to give you the sound quality that you're getting from me, and what apps I use to upload my information. Because I really am trying to pull down the curtain of, oh my goodness, that's a YouTube person. How do they do that? It's not that hard. I mean, my goodness. It's not 5 o'clock in the morning, and yet I'm already halfway done with some of the simple steps that I do to get this video together for you. So, with that said, join me tonight at 6 o'clock Central, and we'll talk about it. Of course, I ask that when you come in, be prepared for us to be topic focused and maintain that level of focus, because I can't have a conversation about crochet and then stay on topic and get all the information that I have out to you in an appropriate fashion. Now, I've talked a lot. And yeah, for over 21 minutes, I have talked a lot. So I'm going to suspend my conversation for now, but not before I tell you, I love you. I thank you for being here. I got to remind you, you need to eat. You need to drink your water. And of course, if meds are appropriate, you need to take your meds. But for now, and just for now, I'm going to scoot. I am going to remind you, have some fun today, but don't go anywhere, because my hands are going to be on the other side with some really great music and some fun crochet. And I'll see you face to face next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.